All right, everyone, we are about to move through a rare energy on February the 17th. This is coming in with a new moon in the sign of Aquarius, and this new moon is showing up in our lives as a solar eclipse with a ring of fire around it. So this doesn't happen every day. And what I wanted to do for you today is to pull a message that Spirit wants to share with you in order to work with this solar eclipse. So let's get into it. Welcome in, my beautiful Scorpio friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in Spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear around this solar eclipse. So we're going to start with a surrender card first. There's something that you're meant to surrender at this time. And surrender to prayer. So prayer is a big one. Give yourself over completely to prayer, Scorpio. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. So once again, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers will arrive to support you. Okay, so I feel that this is the universe responding to you and your connection to that response. Angel sightings here are going to be big as well. So perhaps angels are visiting you at this time and communicating with you. You'll have to share with me in the comments. So I'm going to pull a song oracle for you as well. I was sitting with this solar eclipse energy looking at images, and what they look like were a disc, like one of those record player discs that you put on it and then you put the little pin on it and it starts to play music, right? So the song here for you is Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield. Jesse's Girl. So that might resonate for you in some way. Envy is the message coming in. So check your motives before you act. Don't chase something you can't have. To let go of impossible fantasies. So there's something here you may be unintentionally chasing. And whatever this chase is, it may be energetic or it may take a physical form. Okay, so they're just bringing awareness around this. So maybe even take a listen to Jesse's Girl and see if it resonates in some way. All right, so we're going to pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So we have the 8 of Cups. There's something that you're being called to release and let go of or move past. And whatever this is, there's a lot of memory here, a lot of, I feel like an attachment energy, or it's sticky in some way. And perhaps in the past, you've had a very hard time letting it go. Well, there's a lot of power that this solar eclipse is connecting you to as you're moving through this. And this is going to be a big experience that you have at this time. So allow yourself to move through it. So that's the 8 of Cups. We have the Devil card. That sticky energy is definitely here. This feels like an attachment, some sort of addiction, something that is interfering with your growth, is interfering with what you are trying to do. And I'm getting a flipping and a flopping of energies here as well. So we'll take a look at this. The Devil card is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you might feel this energy intensely while others you feel it subtly. And we also have the 5 of Pentacles. This is not going to be a fun experience for you. I feel there is transformation happening within you as you're moving through this. So you're going to find yourself out of your comfort zone, which sometimes doesn't feel good, especially around change, and change is definitely taking place. So you can see that these two people are going back home. So I'm seeing that you are going to overcome this and align with a more comfortable, more aligned place. So remember that this is only temporary. This too shall pass. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part. is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So I'm getting Capricorn coming through. I'm also feeling Libra and Aries. Scorpio, you may have these signs around you. They're actually supporting you. So no matter how they're coming in, there's some sort of an experience that is supporting you through this connection. Okay, so before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So the number 8, the number 15, and the number 5. You might be seeing these numbers individually or as a part of a sequence somewhere. And it's just letting you know that you are connected to this energy that is moving through your life right now with this solar eclipse. And, you know, the ring around the solar eclipse, and when I visualize it now in my mind's eye, I've been seeing a pupil that is dilated. And I feel this dilation is more information coming in, or some sort of download. Right? It's like a download. So there's something here happening on a spiritual level for you, where not only are you growing spiritually, but you are also growing in the way that you are perceiving the experience you are moving through. So because you know more, you understand more. Your sensory ability is also amplified, right? So you're going to feel into things. And allow those feelings to guide you, Scorpio. Don't doubt them. And here with the 8 of Cups, it's more of a darker vibe, more of a shadowy vibe, and doesn't mean necessarily that's a negative experience. It might not feel good, but it doesn't mean it's negative. It's something that you are meant to move through, because your soul is evolving through this process, right? It's like you are in a cocoon. The cave here in the 8 of Cups. Well, I think that she's coming out of a cave, right? This is what I felt. It might look like something else to you, so you'll have to share with me in the comments, right? But to me, this feels like a womb-like energy, like a cocoon, and there is this like icky gooiness that we have to move through in order to emerge as this renewed, higher version of ourselves. So this is the process you are moving through with the 8 of Cups, and there's going to be a lot of emotions here. So they want you to surrender to the motions of your emotions, to allow yourself, without beating yourself up or being mad or angry at yourself because you're having to go through this. And maybe it's taking longer than someone else that you knew who went through the same similar thing. But we're all different, right? We process and we go through things differently. We're all unique. And you have your own journey with this. So you don't need to compare. If there's any kind of comparison energy here, they're bringing that into your awareness. So you're not letting that interfere. So you're not focusing on that, right? So this is you coming back home to yourself, reclaiming your power through the process you are going through, whatever experience that looks like. And they want you to trust yourself in it. And they want you to know that you are safe and protected here as well. And it feels like a reinvention of you. It's like you're taking things apart, dismantling something, and then either rebuilding it or building something completely different. And I feel this is happening more in your mind on a soul level, because there's something here that you have recently etched into your soul. And I feel this is something that didn't have to be spoken out loud. It's something that you have internally kind of signed a contract on within yourself. Like, you know, anytime I seal something, and I know that I sealed it because I'm finding myself doing it, I've signed a contract. This is just how I visualize it for myself. And I feel this is something that is happening for you as well. And there's this like letting go of something that was an illusion here. This is one of the... I'm seeing a really thick string that you're holding on to, and the thickness is because of what it meant and, you know, the connection with one emotional body to another. So I'm getting like a little bit of dependency here, and there's this like processing and clearing that. So I feel you're letting go of something that wasn't real, and you're starting to realize that it wasn't real to begin with, right? So that's the Eight of Cups here, and the Devil card is the illusion. It is something that feels good in the moment but isn't good for us long term. And you're feeling the effects of this, or you're releasing and letting them go, because for some of you, this is something from the past. And there's strength that you have built up through you moving in this darkness, in this shadowy experience, in this like uncertainty. It feels like you are moving through a deep tunnel and you come out of that cave and you were guided out. We've got the full moon here, right? So this is you going inward and allowing your inner knowing, trusting yourself, having faith in the process, allowing divine timing to do what it needs to do in order to come back to you. Like there's a whole process with this. And I'm seeing something coming back full circle here, right? So that is the experience. And, you know, sometimes we feel like we're bound by something, or someone has control over us. Maybe it's our job, maybe it's our partner, maybe it's our environment, circumstances, government, like whatever this is. You actually have way more power than that. And I know that sometimes we're in a place where we don't believe that, because the proof in our experience is saying otherwise. But I want you to know that all of this, anything that is out of your control, we're not meant to put our energy towards, but rather connect with ourselves and the power that we have to choose to not choose this, the power of choice to not invite this in anymore. And, you know, when we've been used to something for a long time and our body gets used to it, our, you know, rhythm, our, you know, habits, our the way that our, you know, we do things daily is engraved into this, it's hard to peel it away, right? I remember when I first started exercising, because I have high blood pressure and I had to get rid of sugar. Sugar was like the sticky energy of the devil. And, you know, clearing that was really difficult because I love sweet stuff. I didn't like exercising, right? But I had to beat this, and I have the power to do that, and I'm doing it now. I'm in that process of building that strength and working on not allowing this to come in and override the experience I'm trying to create. So we can feel this energy in us, this fear, right? But we can put it aside. It doesn't have to be behind the wheel of our life. We are behind the wheel. And sometimes it's like, okay, we've got to put a lot of energy and effort into overcoming this, but know that you have that energy and effort. You have that in you to overcome this, right? And sometimes I always find, not that I always find, sometimes I find that we go through experiences through other people that may have had like an addiction. I've known someone who did have an alcohol addiction, and it just spirals you into this dark place that doesn't feel good. And then it almost infects everything else around it. So this is coming through here, and there's a clearing of this in some way. Spirit is supporting you in this area through this solar eclipse. There's something here that you are either seeing, feeling, or sensing that is sealing this choice to clear this. So I'm finding you on that journey here. And for some of you, this has been a journey, right? Maybe there is something that you have overcome that felt like it had a lot of power over you. And there's a story that you have to share around that, right? And yeah, this is something that may have been carried as a weakness, right? But is now turning into a strength, and the power that you have over this. And this is also, I don't know if any of you have had nightmares recently, or maybe you're watching like scary stuff, paranormal things, fear-monger stuff. Maybe it's the news. There's a lot of information that is out there right now that we are being given more than what our consciousness can take in. And this can feel overwhelming, and it is illusions, a lot of different illusions, a lot of real things that are going on. And I just had to turn my stuff off because I just cannot watch some of the things that are unfolding right now in certain parts of the world, certain areas of life. And it's just way too much. So I know it's going on. I'm just turning it off for now and just, disconnecting from whatever this is and not giving it my power and creating what I desire to experience, right? So this does not have a hold on you. You're much stronger than it. And you are supported, you are guided and protected by your spirit guides, your guardian angels, loved ones on the other side. And here you are coming home from whatever this is. I'm seeing a lot of success. And your soul, I felt there's like some sort of a story, some sort of guidance, wisdom, something here that is coming through in a way that your soul can express and people can connect with. And I'm seeing you public facing here, Scorpio. There's something here that some of you are doing that you're sharing online, maybe just sharing in a community, in a group setting, or with someone else. I'm seeing a sharing of a story, or the needing to share or express something that you went through, that you overcame. And sometimes we're not meant to actually share that, right? Because we feel that that's your own story. You're going to keep that to yourself and you're going to just move through because it's a part of, like, you're connecting with a higher purpose, a higher calling here. So there's no need to prove, there's no need to any of that. It's more of something that is organically and naturally coming through you. This is the Five of Pentacles. So I'm seeing you taking that past, an event, a situation, an experience that you had, and carrying it forward as a strength. You're wielding it. So this is where you are acting like a shape shifter. That's the energy I always get whenever I get the Five of Pentacles. You're flexible, you're adjusting, you're flowing with the energy coming in. You're not fearing it because you've already overcome the fear, right? So it's kind of like, I'm afraid of spiders. I still am. I'm trying to overcome it, but I just can't right now. And I've seen people that have overcome that with spiders, and I'm like, I can't wait till I'm in that place, right? But it's a whole process. And I'm seeing you overcoming it, and maybe the spider's walking around on your hand. And you're like, this I would have never been able to do a year ago. I'm getting hypnotherapy or some sort of external support that you received to overcome something, right? So that's coming through the Five of Pentacles. And the number 5 represents change. You in that process of change and everything that can happen in that change. So change for some of us can be uncomfortable because there are no guarantees of what's going to happen. The uncertainty or wanting to have some sort of a guarantee that this will work out. Unfortunately, we don't get the luxury of knowing that. We're meant to trust and move through the process no matter what is going on, right? It's leading you to where you're desiring to go. And sometimes what happens is we enter this experience and we wail around in it and disconnect from ourselves and get caught up in the energy that is external, disconnecting from ourselves. So what they're encouraging you to do is to come home to yourself, especially when things are feeling overwhelming. I usually breathe to reconnect, right? I do breathing exercises when I'm feeling anxious, overwhelmed. My nervous system is like everything's going off, right? Chaos. And it's only temporary. This too shall pass. We're not stopping here. We're just moving through it, right? So you have a lot of strength within this experience. So when you find yourself moving through a dark tunnel, keep moving through it rather than trying to resist it or trying to control it or fight it in some way. Just surrender and allow yourself to flow through, and you'll see that everything begins to fall into place. This is how I've seen it in my own life. And sometimes we're going through something where we know that it's just going to get worse than what it is. I've had experiences like this, and I just go through it, the big wave, and then come down from it, right? So they want you to trust the process, but also yourself in it. This is a one of those like leveling up experiences for you. So in some way, know that you are leveling up, you are growing, your soul is evolving, and you're reaching a higher plane, a higher frequency, a higher vibration, right? You're going to find yourself emerging with all of these superpowers that you can now apply. It could be the superpower of patience. You know, patience is going to be a superpower. I'm finding that you're being very patient as you're moving through this, not freaking out, allowing yourself to step by step, day by day, just go through it. So I want you to know there's a lot of light here, a lot that you are creating through the power of you. And all this solar eclipse is doing is clearing the path with you, right? So we're going to go ahead and pull an Angels and Ancestors Oracle for you. Your angels and ancestors are coming forward with some guidance as you're moving through this eclipse. So we are getting for you, Earth Mother is connecting with you today. So the message here is feel loved and comforted by Mother Earth. So get outside, connect with nature in some way, Scorpio. And the butterflies here are standing out. So it feels like a transformation. You're going through a cocoon phase and you're going to fly out as a butterfly. Okay, so Earth Mother. Where is Earth Mother? All right, Earth Mother, here we go. Allow yourself to be cherished, Scorpio. Earth Mother is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Earth Mother is the female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card, Scorpio, because in the eyes of the heart, in the eyes and the heart of Earth Mother, you are her child, and she is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, Mother Maiden and Crone, Maiden, Mother, and Crone behind her, can help you adapt as the changes of life come your way. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. You're going back to that place of center here with the Five of Pentacles. So if you have felt ungrounded, know that Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that and feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making the sacred love connection. You're being guided to make choices that are based on love. Okay, so look at that. So ancestral wounds, any kind of connections that aren't meant for you are being cleared away through this process, right? So it's being healed. So that is your Earth Mother and ancestors and angels message to you today. We're going to go ahead, close, and seal your reading now with an angel number. So we are getting for you 555. You're moving through the changing of cycles. Okay, so you may be seeing this number around. You are going through the motions. This is a transition period for you. Things may feel chaotic. Endings are happening as well, but know that this is a rebuilding and there's adventure here as well. So they're encouraging you to explore this experience, the space that you're in, to see what's around and what you can actually create here, right? So we're not stopping here, but we're creating with this energy. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, before we part ways, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. My daughter and I have recently launched these beautiful pendants. This is the Celestial collection. These are zodiac medallions. They come in 18 karat gold vermeil and sterling silver. Today you can see that I'm wearing my Gemini sun sign and my Leo moon sign, and I'm going to be wearing these off. I'm not taking them off. Now I want you to know that each piece is blessed with love and intention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave you a link in the description box below for where you can find these and you can secure yours today. I'm also going to leave you with a message from my daughter today so that way you can personally meet her and hear her words for this collection and then the ad campaign after that. So thank you so much again for all of your support, everyone.
Hi everyone, Ria's daughter here, Ashley from Sacred Haven. Me and Ria just released our first collection ever and I wanted to share why we created it. From the beginning, we wanted to create jewelry that you guys felt connected to and personal that you could wear every day. That's why we created all 12 of the zodiac signs, because every sign has a different story and energy behind it, so everyone can find their piece that feels most like them. I'm wearing my Sagittarius pendant today, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've gotten so many compliments so far. We hope you love the collection as much as we do, and thank you so much for all your support.